The human heart. The heart is a pear-shaped muscular organ located in the chest cavity, slightly tilted towards the left. It is about the size of a clenched fist. Structure of the heart. The human heart has 4 chambers. It is divided vertically into 2 halves, with each half containing 2 chambers. The upper chambers are called the atria, singular atrium or auricles, and the lower chambers are called the ventricles. The right auricle opens into the right ventricle and the left auricle opens into the left ventricle. There are valves between the auricles and the ventricles on each side, allowing blood to flow in only one direction and preventing backflow. No valves exist between the 2 auricles or the 2 ventricles, keeping the right side of the heart completely separate from the left side. This separation prevents the mixing of deoxygenated blood, rich in carbon dioxide, with oxygenated blood, rich in oxygen. Function of the heart. The heart acts as a pump, circulating blood throughout the body. Process of blood circulation in the body. The circulatory system in humans is called a double circulatory system because the blood passes through the heart twice in one complete cycle. Double circulation consists of 2 processes, pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation, the movement of blood between the heart and the lungs. Systemic circulation, the movement of blood between the heart and the other body organs. Deoxygenated or impure blood from various parts of the body enters the right auricle. From the right auricle, blood moves into the right ventricle. It is then pushed into the lungs through the pulmonary artery. In the lungs, the blood exchanges gases and becomes oxygenated. This oxygenated pure blood is carried to the left auricle by the pulmonary veins. From the left auricle, the blood flows into the left ventricle and is then pumped into the aorta. The aorta, the largest artery in the body, divides further to supply blood to all body tissues. As blood passes through capillaries, it delivers oxygen and nutrients to cells and collects carbon dioxide and other wastes. The blood becomes deoxygenated and returns to the right auricle, completing one round of circulation. Heartbeat and cardiac cycle. The heart is made of muscles that can contract and relax, but not all parts do this at the same time. First, the 2 auricles contract and push blood into the ventricles. A moment later, the ventricles contract and push blood into the pulmonary artery and the aorta. As the auricles relax, blood flows into them from the pulmonary veins and vena cava. These actions occur rhythmically, one after the other, forming a cardiac cycle. The contraction of the heart is known as systole and its relaxation is known as diastole. One cardiac cycle lasts about 0.8 seconds. The regular rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart are called the heartbeat. Each heartbeat is heard as 2 sounds, lobe and dub. The contraction of auricles produces a weaker sound called lobe, while the contraction of ventricles produces a stronger sound called dub. A heartbeat can be heard using a device called a stethoscope, which amplifies the sound of the heartbeat. The average resting heart rate for adults is around 60 to 100 beats per minute. Pulse. Arteries have elastic muscular walls that expand each time blood is forced into the aorta by the contraction of the left ventricle of the heart. This expansion can be felt as a throbbing in some arteries located just below the skin and is called a pulse. You can easily feel this pulse by gently pressing your finger over an artery on the wrist along the side of the thumb. By feeling your pulse, you can also count your heartbeats. The pulse rate can vary depending on several factors such as age, physical activity, emotions, and overall health. Generally, a normal pulse rate for children and adults can range from 70 to 100 beats per minute, but it may be higher in young children and athletes. Blood pressure. The heart needs to apply pressure to move blood through the blood vessels. This force of blood against the walls of the arteries is known as blood pressure. It can differ in various parts of the body and is measured in two limits, upper and lower. Systolic pressure is the pressure in the ventricles when they contract and push blood into the aorta and pulmonary artery. This is the upper limit and equals 120 mmHg, millimeters of mercury. Diastolic pressure is the pressure in the ventricles when they fill with blood from the auricles. This is the lower limit and is around 80 mmHg. For a healthy adult, the normal blood pressure is around 120 ATS mmHg. This can vary based on age, gender, and overall health. Blood pressure is checked using an instrument called a sphygmomanometer.